Hello everybody, it's Tina O here from Tina O Life, and this is Sanctuary Sunday. Just noting I have 19% left on my phone, so God willing, we'll get this thought out of my head in the 19% of time. I'm a little foofy, a little red-cheeked. I've been out in the yard, and I've been pulling out things and thistles and all that stuff, and moving furniture around, and doing that thing that you do sometimes, when you're nesting, if you will. But this Sanctuary Sunday isn't about nesting. This Sanctuary Sunday is about love. It's interesting. I'm just finding this stage of my life so interesting, because as I step into the space of ministry, follow this heart space of which really I think is an extension of Live Your Best Story, which I started, 5-6 years ago, purely from a heart space, from a place of following. In fact, the message I heard was, listen so as to lead. And Live Your Best Story was the place where everything began for me. This whole path began for me. Core Story work started there. Living Story work started there. Publish and write on the Leap Learning Lab all can be tracked back to that moment when I decided to follow instead of lead, or rather to follow as leading, so to listen so as to lead. And as I answer this call of ministry inside of me, I keep coming to this place of it's a ministry of listening. And I find myself, when I'm talking to people and what's new, and I describe to them this process of being invited to come to a discernment weekend up at VST, Vancouver School of Theology, and being so surprised by it myself, really so surprised that I felt such a serene peace come over me as I said, yeah, sure, I do want to go. And so surprised to be there, so surprised to be in a theology lesson and burst into tears in the middle of it, and so surprised by meeting up with my best friend from elementary school and high school there, and all of these serendipitous things. And I remember having the thought, who am I to question all of this, serendipity? Who am I to question this glowing feeling of warmth around me as I listen so as to lead? Listening so as to lead has been the only thing that has ever felt peaceful for me. Has always been when you think about your guiding light, whatever that is, when you think about that, the voice of I sometimes call it wisdom, that inner wisdom piece. For me, that place has always come from a space of listening. And I find myself when people are asking me what's new, and I say, well, I'm thinking about going to VST, which then talks about theology, which then talks about ministry, and this ministry of listening. And what comes back is, but what about religion? That's what comes back. And my first response is, I'm not a religious person. And at the same time, what religion brings us is context. It's a context for how love can be lived. So this place of what's love got to do with it on this Sanctuary Sunday, as I sit here now after weeding the garden and doing all of that stuff, I'm sitting with ministry is love. It's creating this space of connection through love. And I find it so fascinating that I have a very immediate reaction to the word religion, because, I grew up in North America, which means I'm really entitled, and anything I want, I think I can have. Therefore, no one should ever tell me what to do. No one should ever tell me, how to live. No one should ever, including God, or religion, or constructs, or context, or, my kids, or anyone on the street, or the person who works at the coffee shop, or my neighbor. Like, no one should ever tell me what to do. Oh, who are you to think you can tell me what to do? Ah! And to me, I think that's what my own pushback to religion is, and what I encounter with other people. And then as I have conversations about religion and ministry and love, like, that is the language that unifies us all. That is the connection point. It is love. It is peace. It is well-being. These are words that live outside the constructs of religion. They are what unites all of us. And so on this Sanctuary Sunday, what I invite you to think about, as I think about it too, is, what's your religion? And I don't mean God. It might be, and it might not be. But religion is a practice. Religion is a set point. Religion is these are lines that we say, this is the line I walk, and I don't walk over here, I don't walk over there. This is the line that I understand. And to me, my religion is the religion of listening. It's the religion of love. It is where our universalities, right? It's that connection point. It's where we all meet. And that is the most important thing to me. It's what fascinates me. It's what moves me and keeps me wanting to learn more. I think it's what made me cry in that theology class, because in that theology class, we were talking about mystery. We were talking about how nobody knows. Nobody knows. Like, nobody knows. Nobody knows. And yet, we connect. So on this Sanctuary Sunday, I invite you to ask yourself, what's your religion? What are your lines that guide you? And have on this one day a week where you reflect and relax and rest into and take care and connect to that wiser part of you beyond your head and what you think and your to-do list, but the part of you that connects with you or beyond you. The you that was here before your body got here, and the you that'll be here after your body's gone. And if you don't prescribe to that, the you don't understand. The you that defies words. On your Sanctuary Sunday, may you connect to that place, and however it is that you get there. I'm Tina O from Tina O Life, and this is Sanctuary Sunday. Thanks for checking in and following my Sunday thoughts. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.